Would you stay till the morning light, or would you follow me, or would you let it be? If I leave tonight, we could do this right. We'll find the remedy. Or would you stay with me now till the morning light? Before you turn away, I just want you to know that I didn't throw your stuff away. Before you make up your mind that I'm nowhere to find, I'm standing right here. I know that I told you we're over, I swear that I'm sober. Just listen, I miss you. And I know that I said all these things, but now when you're with her, I can see that you miss me. Would you stay till the morning light, or would you follow me, or would you let it be? If I leave tonight, we could do this right. We'll find the remedy. Or would you stay with me now till the
This is so blurry. Like, this over here is chicken broth, a big batch of chicken curry that I had made. This is lime zest, straight strawberry juice stuff, some shredded zucchini, some edamame. A lot of this is frozen fruit, so that's plums, some hot dogs, some Beyond Burger stuff, priced cauliflower. This is a pot roast here, this blueberries, frozen apples, some pot stickers. This is stew beef, I believe. Some stuff is good in here. Some more ravioli, got some chicken, some shrimp. This is lobster broth that I made. Oh, I was looking for this. This is the lemon zest. I found the lime zest, but I was like, I need lemon zest. But you can hear JJ screaming upstairs like he does. Okay, so that's what I got in there. I have some various dried beans. This curry bowl thing my roommate left. This is all like dried fruit, some lentils, some chocolate chips, fried onions, broth, random tiny pickles I don't even like. This is mostly dried fruit. There's raisins, freeze-dried apples and strawberries, jackfruit. This is jam. Somebody bought me like one thing of artichokes. This is frosting I bought for a project I didn't use. Down here is alcohol that I don't drink. That various people leave here for parties, and then I don't drink it because I don't really drink. Rice, ramen. Those noodles are gross. I tried them, but the texture is awful, so I don't know what I'm gonna do with those. I got these special rice ramen. Oh, shake the camera. For my girlfriend, so I'm gonna try not to eat these because that's like the only thing I have here that she can eat. And I have like one thing of nochi, some rice, some starch stuff to make homemade tofu, short brown rice, popcorn, that's homemade, chicken broth there, but it's like flavored chicken broth, so you can't just use it in anything. It's like sick tea chicken broth. This is all tea. All of it is tea and a water bottle. This is more tea, jam, some ibuprofen, coconut milk, like half a box of mac and cheese, soy milk. This is dried chickpea snacks. This is just soda water flavoring. This is more bone broth, but some of these are empty. One thing of brown basmati rice. That is more mason jars. And then down here we have curry blocks and sushi rice. And then this is all flour. Back from when I was making a ton of zucchini bread with all my garden stuff. Then I have a lot of tuna, because I really like tuna. This is all beans, a mixture of beans. But at this point, what I mostly eat is the black beans. So what's left over is not black beans, and then one coconut cream. And then this is like half chickpeas and half potatoes. And this is like miscellaneous, mostly chickpeas, some corn, like one baby bamboo. And then yeah, most of it is just like one more coconut cream under there. This is just condiments, mayo, salad dressing, red sauce, vinegar. There's some like pot roast seasoning packets in here. that I don't really use anymore, but now I just have them. I've got a whole case of these fish chips of various flavors, and that's more salad dressing and mayo and stuff. And this is mostly full of oats. That's where I'm at down here. So let's go upstairs. A couple avocados and mangoes ripening. Potatoes I just bought. This is from my Misfits box, so not ripe yet. This I just bought. That's from the grocery store. Okay. The top row is all coffee from work that I don't drink, that I'm just waiting to send in a care box out of state. And then like one tiny thing of caramels. I think there's only one left in there, and they're a weird flavor, like they're like pine tree flavored. They're okay. Middle shelf. The back row is actually a lot of canning supplies and tea, so there's less food on there than you would expect. There's like 1/2 thing of honey, that jam that's not open, more seltzer water flavorings, like maybe a 1/4 cup of quinoa left in that bag, some B12 vitamins, a thing of jumbo shrimp. That other bag next to the octopus can is dehydrated milk, and then there's a bag of chia seeds, and that's basically it. The rest is all tea. Yeah, the rest is all tea. And then this is where there's like actually food, I guess, and a lot of water flavorings and some hot chocolate, 1/2 bag of lentils, this flavoring pack that I thought that I might use this week, but then I didn't end up doing it, some nuts, Bisquick, this is corn. I'm gonna make some soup. Jeez. A couple protein bars. These are old, so they're like rock hard. There's another one, rock hard. And that is some tuna, and that is pears. And then I have more fish snacks up here that I brought home from work because I didn't eat them. There's some more coffee behind this shelf, which you can't, oh my goodness, you can't see it, but I'm trying. This is old honey, a bag of noodles, some rice, some crackers, 1/2 thing, this is all crackers this side, and then some tea, some maple syrup, raisins, and 1/2 bag of pinto beans, and this is sunflower seeds here, so yeah, it's all, this is like mostly snacks. Most of the time I keep everything downstairs and then I don't bring it up until I'm like about to cook it, so all the like stuff, like the noodles I just bought, and then I thought I was gonna cook this and that, so that's up here. Okay, oh jeez. Where to hide things, by JJ. This is so hidden, and then a dirty sock, thank you. Pulled out of the laundry just for me, thanks. Thanks, sir. That's very helpful. Thank you. Okay, so this is all apple sprouts and apple seeds back there. One thing of caviar, I'm bougie. This is apples cut up that I didn't eat yesterday. Leftover mushrooms, apple cores that I need to take the seeds out of. This is all apples and mangoes from my Misfits box. Mushroom spawn that I'm about to start, I have like 1/2 of the ingredients, so I just need to get the rest. Beets that I cooked last night was too lazy to cover, but I'm going to eat those for dinner. A melon from my Misfits box that's ripe, but I just haven't had a chance to eat it yet. Hot dogs. I took 2 out of the bag before I put it in the freezer because I have 2 buns left. And that is some turkey and rice and broccoli casserole that I made yesterday that I've been taking to lunch. And then I got a big thing of water. Get that out of the way. Beans, potato salad. No, this is Alfredo quinoa that I took out of the freezer. This is pumpkin from the freezer and sweet potato from the freezer, and that is like cookie dough stuff from when I used to get Hungry Root. I didn't really like it. It's dirty because it was in the freezer and it had stuff on it, but I didn't really like it, so I took like 2 bites and then put it back in the freezer, but I'm going to try it again, and if it's still gross, I'm going to throw it away because really beat up pear that I brought to lunch today that I didn't eat, so I'm going to eat it tonight. Bench dressing. Cut up carrots. Roast vegetables, leftover potato salad. And then I just went to the grocery store tonight. I bought those potatoes, I bought those noodles, I bought this bag of carrots, and I have like a really old cabbage that I need to turn into coleslaw. I brought this bread, I bought eggs. That's like 2 donuts left over from a work function that I'm gonna eat for breakfast tomorrow or the next day. I have sandwich thins, I have 2 things of tortillas, like 1/2 a thing of Mexican cheese, an artichoke, 2 onions, a bunch more avocados that aren't ripe yet. Then over here, I have some mayo. I have an empty thing I'm keeping because I need to take the seeds out of the lemons. That's just my life. I have seeds everywhere. And then this is actually sour cream that I dropped the container in it first, so I just chucked it in here so it won't get sour cream all over my fridge. This is lemon juice that came in my Misfits box that were lemons that I juiced so I could get the seeds out. Now it's just juice. And then I bought this today, some cottage cheese, because I wanted some, I'm craving it. And I have some bubbly flavoring, but I'm out of CO2, so I'm not actually using any of this right now. Like three things of butter, hot dog buns, hamburger buns that probably need to go in the freezer because I don't have any hamburgers. Then I have lime juice, ketchup, ranch dressing. This is coleslaw stuff that I just bought for the old cabbage. There's a tiny thing of dark chocolate chips. Some jam that came in my Misfits box. I had ordered something that was nothing like jam. And I got jam. I can't remember what it was, but it was not even close to jam, and that's what they sent me because I would never have ordered jam because I don't really eat it, but there you go. Then I've got sesame oil, mirin, and balsamic glaze. That is the condiments I'm working with right now. And we'll look at the freezer too. Why not? So I brought up a lot of this stuff just now because I feel like I'm going to cook it. So this is leftover corned beef. Hot dogs I just put in here. Peas, some edamame. This is, some more of that curry. I made like a big batch, like a really big, like 20 serving batch of that curry for emergency, so we're in emergency time now. I get 2 bags of these, another bag of peas. This is peppers and onions from a Mexican order I didn't eat. This is frozen black beans. This is a whole thing of scallops, mussels. This is mussel meat that I bought for a Gordon Ramsay recipe that I only needed like 5 of, so I think I'm just gonna keep making that recipe over and over again because I literally don't know what else to do with these because like you can't just eat them straight because like when they're frozen they get really tough and they're fine in the recipe. Like that particular recipe is fine, but they're not good by themselves. And this is seafood mix. It's got like little pieces of squid and little tiny shrimps and stuff in it. And I was thinking I might make like a seafood chowder or something. This is just chicken breast in here, so plain chicken breast that I put in the slow cooker the last time I slow cooked something. This is pot roast flavoring that I just put in here leftover from the pot roast I made. This is mint. This is basil. This is fennel bottom. Parsley. Rosemary. A lot of this is from my garden last year. And then I have this tiny little bit of thyme. That's more thyme. Some cut up ginger. And fennel tops. Green onions from the garden this year. Very good. And I freeze heavy cream in like little shapes so that I can just use a little bit. Block of cheese. And this is chicken gizzards. So I have that. And then I just have ice. So that's where I'm at for this challenge. Oh, now it's hidden over there. Can I have the dirty sock back, please? My microwave's going off because I'm heating up food to eat for dinner. But yeah, this is what we're doing. I'm sorry, my hands are very shaky and I'm not good at this. Okay, so it's really late. I just got back in and my Misfits box is supposed to come yesterday, but it showed up today. So I just want to show, before I put away, what I got. Some of it I think I'm going to have to use pretty soon. I got some, gosh, it's dark in here. I literally turned on all my lights and this is how bright it is in here at midnight. So I got some mini cucumbers, the 2 teeniest little zucchini in the world, a handful of green beans, 1 teeny tiny squash, and 1 like slightly bigger squash, peaches, onion, red pear, got a couple of those. These are nectarines. And I got a ton of these like little donut peaches, which I think are super cute. These strawberries I think I'm gonna have to use right away because they're just real wet on the bottom. Like that one's definitely off, so we'll just see. I don't know. Some apples, 2 potatoes, some oyster mushrooms, an apple, more red pears. These are all a tofu, I think is how you say it. Mangoes, they're like littler, but they're not as stringy, and I think they ripen better. Just personally for me, I get them to ripen better. And then I got this mussel milk in banana cream because it was on like triple sale, so it was very inexpensive. I want to try that out. And then I don't think I ordered these. I'm thinking that something I did order was backstocked or something, and they sent me these instead. They've done that a couple times on the pantry type things. So I have these now. And I think, to check in and see if these have dairy in them. If they are dairy free, then, no, they have milk fat. So I'm gonna eat these. I was gonna say, if they're dairy free, then my girlfriend can have them, but they have milk. So she can't eat them, so I'm gonna eat them. And I don't enjoy having cookies. So I'm gonna put all this stuff away very quickly and go to bed. It's about 90 degrees in this house right now. I'm exhausted. I just got home. I'm spending all day outside, so tired. Oh, and of course, a beautiful tiny red cabbage that I will use to make coleslaw, maybe. Red cabbage makes the best coleslaw. Okay. Okay, and sir, little boy, do you have anything to add? You have jumps to add. Okay. Okay. Can we sit? Good job. You're so smart. Oh my goodness. We get a very hot boy here. It's like 90 degrees in the house right now. And of course, it's Sunday, so it's meal prep day, and I'm making soup, because that's what you do when it's 90 degrees out. So I brought up some ingredients for the soup from downstairs to the upstairs freezer. So I have 2 things of homemade lobster broth, 1 thing of chicken bone broth. This is fennel bottoms. This is not for the soup, this is just to have this week for dinners. This is, I believe it's this short rib caramelized onion soup I made a couple months ago. I can't tell because it's so frozen over. So I'm going to let it defrost a little bit and see where that's at. This mac and cheese is what I'm going to have for lunch right now. Then I have this bread that I found that I'm going to go with the soup. This is like a soy sauce seasoning packet I'm going to use. And then I found, I'm not going to use these, but I'm going to bring them upstairs because they're little. 2 lime zests and 1 lemon zest. And then I found this very crushed, not even bar, like if you look, it's very crushed and very flat, very sad. But it's hot, I have ice cream, I'm going to eat it. I don't care that it's crushed, it's still going to be delicious.
Okay, so the other thing I have that I'm adding to my stash right now, JJ's very interested. I had to thin my garden a little bit.
I want to feel my body move to every move you make, and I can feel the tension every time we're close. I know whatever happens, I will have you next to me, 'cause tonight.
Okay, so it's way too heckin' hot to cook, and I can't stand eating any more of that seafood soup I made. I had like 17 billion days in a row, so went to the grocery store, paid them in ones, which was embarrassing. But here's just a quick what I bought. The barbecue chicken is actually a rotisserie chicken, some caramel dip, some zucchini, some apples, some cheese, some mozzarella cheese, 2 ice creams, because I'm an ice cream addict, the sour cream, I think it's sweet peas frozen corn, frozen broccoli. This is not included. This is like one of those air wick thingies. Mine is broken, so I needed 1. And some vermicelli noodles. And came out to $62.31. I gave them $63 in ones, which was so great and so fun for the cashier and for me, and all the people behind me were really amused in a angry sort of way. And yes, now I have about $12-ish left in my budget until next week's tips, so this will be it for now. So I don't know if you can see, it's pretty dark, but it's looking very empty in here. Most of what's left is like condiments and fruit. So I'm going to take out this actually. I have a lot of raviolis randomly, but unfortunately they're here because I don't really like them. So, I don't know, stones. So I got some shredded zucchini from last year's garden actually, that I was using to make tea, but I must have missed that one. Blueberries, so many frozen blueberries. I need to do another big jam session. Lots of spinach ravioli that I don't like. Black beans. Apples. Oh, a tiny little thing of whitefish. I think this is tilapia. It looks like tilapia. We'll pull that. Hot dogs. Nectarines. This is stew beef. I'll pull that. Okay. This is blueberries, the bag first, so I just put it in a different one. More blueberries. No, that's grapes. Grapes. 1 thing of delicious Hawaii Cow. The best coffee in the world. Love that stuff. Tastes like hot chocolate, but it's coffee. My fave. I don't drink a lot of coffee, but when I do, that's the one. This is chicken broth, so I'm going to pull this because I need it. Oh, careful. That's gonna look right. I'm gonna break that. Oh, it's so cold. Alright, I got 1 thing of orange juice. Okay. More blueberries. I gotta consolidate the blueberries, I think. Soy sauce packet. Some empanada wrappers, obviously something you need in your freezer. More blueberries. Can you tell I get blueberries from work a lot? Oh, lemon zest. I'll take that upstairs. I'm gonna take the yeast upstairs too. This little stuff I like to keep in the freezer upstairs so it doesn't get lost. But I don't want to put that on the ground because this boy will steal it. But we had a freezer malfunction upstairs earlier. Oh, brownies. I'll take that. Sure. Yeah, we had a freezer malfunction upstairs. And, oh, I love this stuff, pumpkin. It's good, but it's really high calorie for tofu because the pumpkin obviously has a higher fat content than soy does, so. But it's tasty, so we'll do that. Sure. I think this is going to be my last week because, honestly, it's looking pretty. This is just beans. Pretty sparse in here. So I got, like, mostly condiments and fruit. So, like, I have, let's see here, 1, 2, 3 more servings of chicken curry. This is just beans, and this is just tofu wrappers. So, sorry, my nose is running because it's cold in here, but you can see it needs to get defrosted. It's having a time. So, once we get to a certain point, I think I'm going to try, and you can see how much dog hair is stuck in this ice. I'm going to try to do a big jam session. Probably not next weekend because I'm having a big party. But maybe the weekend after. I don't even know. But I feel like once I do a big jam session, half of this will be gone because all the blueberries will be gone because that's what all the blueberries are for in the first place. So, and I'm gonna try to use those apples during that party because I'm gonna do like apple crisp or something or like pumpkin something. We'll figure it out. I'm gonna use them. So let me close this and I'll get some light. Okay, so here's what I got for this week, plus whatever I can find upstairs. So this is like the last of that beef that's mixed with French onion soup. So that's the last of that, and that's really tasty, but it's really strong. So you can only eat like maybe 1/4 of this container at a time. It's very strong. Stew beef, like 1 tiny thing of tilapia. This will be this size when it cooks down. I found 1 more pot roast, and I think I have maybe 1 more upstairs. I can't remember if this is the one that was upstairs that I brought down here or not. So we'll see. This is leftover lasagna. This is chicken broth, and this one is chicken broth. So we will make more egg drop soup. And then I have 1 of the chicken curries. I have this thing from Hungry Root that I never ate because I didn't really like Hungry Root very much, but I saved it because it's expensive. So we're gonna try to eat this. Edamame, black beans, 2 brownies, some pantry, that's also from Hungry Root. And then I have, this is like a little bit of short rib. And then I have 2 things, different kinds of rice cauliflower. This is just plain, this is the garlic herb. I have 1 small bag of shrimp, and then I have yeast and lemon stuff that I'm just going to take upstairs. I'm not probably actually going to use it. But yeah, I think this is my last week. But Halloween party is coming, and I will have to buy food for that. So, we will be doing that. I also wanted to show you what was in the freezer. It's mostly ice packs right now. So we have pumpkin pie filling. This is black bean soup. Hot dogs. Rigatoni into there. This is just peppers and onions. I got like almost a full bag of these hot stickers from Costco. Ice pack. I still have a ton of this stuff. I combined the mussels and the mixed seafood into 1 container. But oh my god, this stuff is hard to eat. That's chicken curry, like a couple pieces of frozen cod. I'm probably going to eat that this week. Some peas that are open, some peas that are not open. Edamame, no rigatoni. This is, I don't know. This is pretty much all spices up here. So like this is pot roast, mix, fennel, herbs. And broccoli got tossed up here, but everything else is just herbs and spices. And then like this is ginger, and that is heavy cream. So it's not like real food up here. Like a thing of chicken giblets. And an ice pack. Lots of ice packs, it's summer.
Okay, so here is breakfast on this lovely Saturday. We gotta hurry up. Misfits market box just came, and I'm working on the planner for the week.
Oyster mushrooms. Peaches. Black plums. It's like peach and plum season. A lot of that. Nectarines, all that whole family of fruit right now is coming into season. A lot. Some tiny cucumbers. Some broccoli. That's a lot of broccoli actually. White peaches. Love these kind of mangoes, but the last batch I got didn't ever ripen. They just kind of collapsed on themselves and rotted, so hopefully these ones will actually go. 2 zucchini. An English cucumber. I don't know. This one is kind of beat up. We'll see. I'm going to have to eat that today. Broccolini. This is on sale. Normally I wouldn't get this because it's not my favorite, but it was like 50 cents, so I got it. Green beans. Yellow nectarines. Fruit in this box. Some apples. I only got this kind. Oh, ambrosia. This kind is my favorite kind, the ambrosia gold. This is my favorite kind of apple ever. They're the best. Oh. A broken zucchini. That's okay. 2 broken zucchinis. Okay, 2 broken zucchinis. That's just fine. An ambrosia apple. Oop, this one got a little. That's okay. Should be fine. Yeah, I didn't. I only got this kind of apple this time, and you were only allowed to. Oops, fingers. You were only allowed to get 3. That was all they were letting you order per person. Because the last time I got the Fuji apple, they were very mealy, and I just really don't enjoy mealy apples. They're really gross. Red plums, love plums. Very excited. A little cantaloupe. The last cantaloupe I got from them was delicious, so I hope for the deliciousness of this cantaloupe. So another English cucumber. This one's in much better shape, so we'll eat that one second. Okay. Couple Izzy's, sure. I'm not sure that is what I ordered, but I've been finding with the pantry items that I end up with substitutions a lot, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but it's kind of like a surprise. Like, what are you actually going to get? Okay. Pineapple. This is not even a little bit ripe, but it is bruised, so we'll see how this does. I don't know. We may lose that one. Oh. Unfortunately, our watermelon doesn't look like it made it. I think. It feels very soft. I don't think this is going to be edible. I'd have to contact them on this one. And some carrots. So, this is what we got working for us for this week. And a puppy in the background. Excuse my pile of clothes. It's clothes and sheets and curtains. We had a dog throw up incident in the bed, so these are clean that I washed last night in an emergency situation, and I was too tired to deal with it after that. So, here is our stuff for the week. And let me show you, so you may have noticed in the sink, I have these are beautiful greens from my garden. And then from last time, I still have a single butternut squash. So, my boss bought me lunch and it came with I got a sandwich and it came with this side salad thing, so I saved it. I don't know that I'm going to eat it because it looks kind of wet. 1 cooked potato. I have this many apples left. Oh, and there's 2 over here. So I actually have 2 more apples in this amount. This many apples left. So, these are peach pits and apple seeds, so they're not food. Zucchini cooked. This is egg drop soup that I cooked earlier in the week. Some caramel sauce. Some avocado. Some blueberries from work, some cashew cheddar. This is just a thing of mint that needs to get eaten. Carrots, half a cabbage. This is just some ranch dressing that I had taken to work. JJ's on a specific GI food diet, so that's his GI food. I gotta put a cover on that. A little bit of rye bread. 1 apple that probably needs to just get tossed because it's very bruised. I got 2 Beyond Burger things from the freezer. My mushroom spore that I'm gonna use tomorrow, finally. Half a loaf of this grain bread, a couple more zucchini, big thing of Mexican cheese, some sandwich thins, 1 container and 2 tortillas of tortillas, some more mangoes, some pears. This is all stuff from the last box. Peach peaches. I got a lot of donut peaches in the last box. I need to take these out so they'll ripen. I try not, I'm a single lady. I try not to take too much out at a time because I can only eat so much fruit in a day. A couple onions. I made butternut squash hash browns this morning, so this is what's left over from that. One avocado that's not ripe, and a little bit, like half a thing of mozzarella cheese.
As you can see, I'm pretty low. Got a couple of things from the party, a couple of things my girlfriend left here, like this and that. I'm not going to eat that because that's mine. Okay, some tortillas, party stuff. It's orange juices from the party. I have like 6 apples left with this one. 1 jalapeno left from the party, which I will not eat probably. Probably freeze that. And then this for the party. This is from my girlfriend. This is from my girlfriend. Some that. And yeah, that's basically all I have left. Which is good because dun. They sent so much. I didn't think I ordered that much, but now I'm intimidated.